Hi students, my name is Ashwini Deshmukh and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we will be discussing about our if, elif and else. Those are called as control statements in Python. Let me tell you, this video is a part of 30 days Python learning series that we have started, and now we will be discussing about our Python. So this is an online compiler that we will be using. In our previous videos, the link will be given in the description box. We have discussed about how to install Python. We have also learned how to work with IDLE. But if you don't want to install Python, if your system is not compatible and you want to have some online compiler, so this time we have come up with an online programming compiler for Python. The link for this particular tool I will be putting in the description box. Okay, so let us quickly start. Let us please just understand the GUI of this compiler. Here it is divided into two parts. The left hand side is where you write your program and the right hand part is where you will be running the output after clicking on the run button. Okay, so as we are talking about our if, elif and else statement, let us start with the basics, that is your if and else statement. Okay, so if else statements are general statements like if A is equal to this, then print this. If not, then print something else. Very simple. Let's say if I say A is equal to 25 and B is equal to 40, and I want to check if A is greater than B. If A is greater than B, then I want to print, let's say A is greater than B. If not, then I should have some else part, right? If not this, then what? The else part, what you write in the else part will be printed if the if part is not true. So let me say if is greater than A. Okay, so please understand, you're giving some value of A, you're giving some value of B, and now you're saying if A is greater than B, then print this, and if that is not true, then print something else. Okay, we'll understand it. Let us first run and check. Here you just have to click on the run, and as you can see on the right hand side, the output will be printed. Now let me tell you few important things you need to know, students, and that is whenever you're writing if, it has to end with a colon. Don't forget that. It's not a semicolon, it is a colon. Else also ends with a colon. Most important, as soon as I hit the colon, my cursor has come to a point here. It has left some space over here. This is called as intent in Python. It is very important. If you remove those space, if you try to start from the beginning and then if you try to run the program, you will get an error over here. Okay, so that default space is required, and hence I request you to that as soon as you hit your if, it will go to a next statement, let it be over there. Okay, do not try to remove that space or else you will get an error. Okay, so this is how we write. Let me tell you, there are no semicolons after print, there is no colon, nothing. Okay, so only if and else should end with a colon. Now let's say if it is working properly, if A is greater than B, then yes. What if A is less than B? Then my if output should run, right? So let me say if A is equal to less than B, then let me say A is less than B. Or else let me say that B is less than A. If A is less than B, then yes, it is giving me A is less than B. A very simple if else statement is explained over here. Coming to the next part, it's not that we'll have a very static program like this. We will be having a dynamic program. We will be asking the user to give the data, right? So in that case, we may not have this A and B predefined. We'll have to take it from the user. Okay, so I could have kept it. Okay, say instead of A and B over here, let me just say that I am saying that A is equal to input. Okay, and let me say that let's say that I'm saying enter today's day. Okay, I want to know what is today's date, and depending upon what the day is, let's say if it is Sunday, so let me write if A is equal to Sunday, then let me say that it's holiday. Let's say if it is not Sunday, okay, then if it is not Sunday, then I have to say go to work. Simple, right? Go to work. So here you are taking the data from the user. Depending upon what user will be giving, your if else statement is gonna run. Again remember, if should end with a colon, else should also end with a colon. Okay, let's run and check. It is asking you enters today's day. This is a user command. Now you will have to give today's date. So let's say I give it's Monday. Okay, if I give Monday, then obviously the if part should not run, the else part should run. Monday. So it is telling me it's Monday, then go to work. Okay. One thing I want you to remember in this second example is, as it was a text, it has to be given in a single inverted quotes. If you remove that, let's see, if I remove that A is equal to Sunday, let's see what happens. Okay, it is, whether it will give me an answer. It gives me an error that it is a string, and as it is a string, it has to be written in a quote. So let us come back, let us write it in a quote. Okay, so this is clear that if it is a text and you are taking data from the user, remember A is equal to has to be there. Okay, so let me write Sunday and just check once. So it is say yes, Sunday is a holiday. Okay, what if I don't give this to equal to? What if I only assign a sin? Like how in my previous example I said A is equal to 25 and B is equal to 40, right? I didn't say A equal to 25. Let us see what happens if I do that. If you do that, it will give you an error over here. Okay, it will say that instead of that you will have to use one more. Okay, so understand these are few things which you need to know when that is called as a syntax of Python when you are running your if else. So basic things, if should end with a colon, else should end with a colon. If you are taking data from the user, put two equal to's. If you are predefining it like static, then single equal to, that is called assignment operations. Okay. Now let's say understand one more thing. This was the text. Now what if I want to give a number? Let's say I want to say that I don't want to give text like enters today day like Sunday. I want to give input as a number. In that case you will have to give int. Okay, you will have to give int over here, and let's say you write enter number. Okay, so let's say if I say if the number is 25. Okay, let's say if the number is 25, then let me tell you it is 25. Or else let me just say that it is not 25. Very simple, right? This bracket should end over here. Colon has been taken care. Okay, let's run. Let's run and check. It is asking you to enter a number. Let's not enter 25, let's enter 14. And then it is telling me it is not 25. You must be thinking that 25 was not given in the quotes. Please understand, it is a numerical value. It is not a text or a nominal value. When I am giving a numerical value, I don't have to give it in inverted quotes, but I still have to give it as A is equal to 25 up here. Okay, if, because it is assigning like that. Okay. Let's run again and let's see if I give 25, then what will happen. Let's say I give 25. So my this if part is running over here. Okay, that is it is 25. So I hope this if else a little bit is clear to you. I want to show you one more thing. Irrespective whether if runs or else runs, I want to print something. Okay, let's say you just want to print some thank you message, whether it is if or whether it is else, whatever. So let's say I want to say thank you for watching my video. Oh, sorry. I want to say this. Thank you for watching my video. Now, if whether it is if part running or else part running, I want this thing to be printed. Okay. So let me just run it. So enter a number. Let me say the number is 58. So it is telling me that else part, that is it is not 25, but it has run this particular thing. That is thank you for watching my video. Okay. Let me tell you, let me show you by if I run the if part, if I run 25, where this if part will be run. So it is 25 and I am saying thank you for watching my video. So please understand, whether if runs or else runs, I want this particular print statement to be there every time in my output. That is the reason, please understand, the print has been written over here. This time it didn't give me an error, okay? Please check. It didn't give me an error because this particular print has not been written after if or else. Okay, it is a by default print, a print which has to be printed irrespective whether the if runs or the else part run. Okay, so this is something very, very important. When you want a by default statement to be written, you can write it after a print, and intent is not required over there. Okay, if you do intent, students, please understand, if you do intent, a small error will occur. Let me show you. Let me say if I run intent over here, and let me run it now. Okay, so if I say the number is 36, so it is saying 36, it is not 25, but it is still give me thank you for watching my video. So probably you will see, yeah, it is correct. Let us try again. If I say the number is 25 this time, where the if part is gonna run, okay, if part is gonna run, it is not gonna go to your by default print, okay, because here what it has assumed that this both are part of this else. Okay, so just to make it sure that it is not the part of the else, we have to write print, this way. Okay, so this is how we can run a video. So let me see, now I write 25, but still it will give me thank you for watching my video. Okay, so this one very important thing I wanted to tell you, that if you take an integer, then how to write. If you take a text, then how to write. Now this is all about your if else. I hope this is clear. Now what about your elif? Where does that come? So let us try to modify this program only. Let us say you ask a user to enter a value. Let's say user enters 10. Okay, user enters 10. So let me tell you, I print it is 10. Okay, but what if user does not include 10? But I still want to check. I want to give one more level of if. Okay, if it is not 10, I just want to check elif. Okay, means is a greater than 10. If it is not 10, then is it greater than 10? I want to check that. I don't want to directly go to my else part. I want to put one more level of checking over here. So let me say I write print here a is greater than 10. Okay, else let me say that a is less than 10, because see, if it is equal to 10, then this will be printed. If it is greater than 10, then this will be printed. If it is not, then I am giving my else part. Okay, then I am giving my else part. Let me tell you, now also I have kept this line here. Okay, it's up to you, you can remove it. Let us run and check now if we are getting any error. So let me say enter the number. Let us not enter 10, okay, because if you do that directly, the first elf will run. Let us say 20. Oh, sorry, 12. Okay, okay, fine. Let's say 20. Chalo, 20. If you see that, see, this if has not run, this if has not run, but this elif a is greater than 10, that has run. Okay, and then now by default, thank you for watching my video, has run. Okay, so directly else it is not coming. I can give some number of elif in between. Okay, let us run again and say, what if I say a is 10? Understand? If I say a is 10, then in this if part will run. Then obviously the elif and else should not run, right? So let us try and see if okay, I run it again, I guess. Okay, is 10. Then it is saying it is 10. And by default, the thank you for watching my video has come. Clear? So the first if runs, or else, you can give multiple ifs, and that is why it is called as elif. Okay. Let us see what if I want to run the else part. Okay, means I have to give the number which is less than 10. So let me say I give you 6 this time. Let's say enter number 6. Then please understand, neither the if nor the elif satisfies the equation. That is why the else part, which is it is less than 10. And our default print is there. Okay, so I hope this video is clear, where how can we use if, else and elif. Let me quickly summarize. If is when you want check a statement. If that statement is not true, you go to the else part. But if you want multiple if, then we go for elif. Please write in the comment box, what if you want to try 2 or 3 ifs together, what can we do? Okay, we will be really happy getting the comments in the comment session. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope you like the video. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.